What's good, guys? My name is Arnimane, and welcome to a late edition of Would You Rather. I do apologize for uploading this on a Thursday and not the usual Wednesday. Life gets in the way of many things, and YouTube is one of them. But last week's featured question was, would you rather be named after a car or be named after an actor? Or actress, either or. And I agree with you guys 110% that responded to this question in the comment section of the last video, which is, being named after an actor is kind of retarded. It'd be a lot. It'd be more badass if you're named after a car, having like, I don't know, Ferrari as a name or Mercedes. Then again, when you think about it, a lot of the car names kind of fit more of a girl than a guy. But anyways, regardless, yeah, you can call me Ford. Yeah. But anyways, like, just imagine having your name as like Christian, your middle name being Bale, and then whatever your last name is. It'd just be really retarded. Actually, I have a friend. His name is Dean Martin. Now, his parents did name him after the famous Dean Martin. It just kind of worked out that way. Like his I guess his father or his mother's last name was Martin, and they decided that it'd be good to call him Dean. And I'm assuming they didn't realize it, or maybe they thought it was funny and they actually hate the child. I don't know, but it's funny because every time, like, let's say he's talking to a cop or someone asks him what his name is, let's just say someone like from the authority, like not a higher authority standpoint, asks him what his name is, and he says Dean Martin. They think he's joking with them. The cop or whoever thinks they're joking with him, and it's always funny to see the cop or whoever get mad at him. He's like, "No, really, that's my name," and then he has to show a piece of ID, and then the person feels stupid. But it's always funny to see that, and I think it'd be really embarrassing, especially if you get someone who you absolutely hate, like in Dean's situation. I don't think he even likes Dean Martin whatsoever. So. Yeah, I think that'd be really retarded. But the way to go is cars, hands down. So thank you to everyone who answered that question last week. Let's move on to this week's featured question, which is actually kind of funny to me. Would you rather have an extreme case of narcolepsy or have a bad case of Tourette's? Now, if you don't know what narcolepsy is, it is the random, uncontrollable falling asleep. So you may be like sitting at your computer, watching a movie or editing videos or whatever, and boom, you just randomly fall flat. I can't speak, face flat onto the desk, and you're out cold, sleeping. And Tourette's is the uncontrollable vocal and or physical tics, such as your eye twitching, or you get like your shoulder just kind of clenches up or something every now and then, or sometimes vocals you may have to yell out something uncontrollably for no reason. It's the extreme version of it is if you ever seen those movies with they have Tourette's and they're like yelling out swear words because they can't control it. That's the extreme version of it. I don't think there's very many cases of that, but we already wasted a lot of time talking about featured questions, so I want you guys now to answer the featured question down in the comments section below, and we're going to move on to your guys' would you rather question that you guys asked last week. Michelle G asked, would you rather live in China or South Africa? That's hard to say. I want to say China, but I'm having trouble saying it. No, I want to say China, but I hear they have like really strict internet laws and stuff like that, and so it may, I guess, hinder some of the things that I enjoy to do on the interwebs. Yeah, that was dirty. South Africa, do they even have the internet? I really don't know. I don't know. I'm being very ignorant right now, but and really stupid with my with answering this question. But and to me, in terms of like I guess the culture aspect of China, it sounds way more interesting than South Africa. It's the same reason why one of the places I always wanted to go is Japan, because I am intrigued by the culture, and the same applies to China more than South Africa. So I would think I would much rather live in China just because the culture seems more interesting, or let's go with entertaining, than South Africa. But thanks for your question, Michelle G. Let's move on to our next Would You Rather question. Quino asks, would you rather be the funny villain like Edge and Christian in the WWE, or be the good guy and have all the fans cheer you, but you'll be very boring like John Cena? Honestly, when it comes to WWE, it's all about the entertainment factor, and not only entertaining and it being fun for you, but being fun for the audience, whoever's watching you. And for me, I want to go out there and have all the fun that I can have. So I would much rather play the funny villain like Edge and Christian did. Those guys were, those guys were absolutely amazing at playing the role that chose the heel role, that is. And even though they were heels, usually I don't go for heels because it's you're not supposed to. I'm a good guy, But I always pulled for Edge and Christian whenever they wrestled because I found them to be their character to be likable, even though you hated them. It's kind of like the same concept as Stone Cold Steve Austin. He played the rebel, but everyone always liked him when his original intention was to be a heel, not a face. But there you go. I much rather have all the fans booing me and having a good time. So there you go. Let's move on to our next question. Thanks for your question, Quino. Steven Juron, whose last name I probably just butchered, also known as, I believe it's Slow Majority, he asks, would you rather be a monkey or a horse? As cute and cuddly as a monkey may be, depending on what monkey, I guess you really choose, what species that is. They can be quite disgusting, especially when it comes to their own poop. They like to throw it, possibly even eat it, and bathe in it, most likely, like pigs do. Okay, that last one I made up. But when it comes to a horse, I guess a horse is held higher by humans than a monkey is. A horse, humans actually take care of, and they have, like there are people who actually have horses, I guess you could say, as a pet. I mean, one of my ex-girlfriends had a horse of her own, whose name I forget. I forget the name of the horse. I think it was Stormy Dancer or something along those lines. Dancing Storm, maybe, I don't know. And it was really cool because I got to ride the horse, and that is something that I would find. And like horses, I find are more respected by humans than monkeys, if that makes any sense. And so I think that would be a life that I would, if I was to choose between the two, I think I would much rather have the life of a horse than a monkey, just because you still have that human interaction rather, and not be locked up in a cage in a zoo. I mean, you see what I'm saying? Our last question comes in from Smashing Snow, who asks, would you rather be named after a shoe brand or a t-shirt brand, or sorry, a shirt brand? And I'm trying to think of some good like shirt brands. I like to think of like Tommy Hilfiger, and what Hollister. I don't know. I'm running dry here on t-shirt brands. I really don't really care for brands when it comes to t-shirts, but shoe brands, there are actually a couple good ones like DC. I wouldn't mind having the name DC, or what else is there? Vans. That wouldn't be too bad. Being named a van, maybe not. I don't know, but I think if I was to actually sit down and think about this question and all the shoes and T-shirts out there, I think I would find that more shoe brands would be better suited for a name than a shirt brand. Because a lot of when it comes to clothing, it's usually named after someone. You know what I mean? So I think I'd much rather go with a shoe brand rather than a T-shirt brand, because the same concept as being named after an actor. I wouldn't want to be named after a person who's named their clothing line. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Feel free to submit your would you rather questions down in the comment section below for next week's episode. And don't forget to answer the featured question. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Click the subscribe button if you haven't already. And as always, stay dirty.
Never a doubt. Good job.